It was the witching hour, when the boogeyman comes out. The girls say the witching hour arrives at midnight. I think it comes at 3 in the morning, when I'm the only one left awake, like now.
BFG. Usually when people hear about the BFG, what they think about, Corey?
That big fucking gun.
Think about that big fucking gun, man. Over there in Doom. You know, and a lot of people forget that gun, that single gun right there has made people forget that there was actually a book called the BFG back in the day.
Don't nobody read.
Don't nobody read. that book had pictures and everything. You don't have to half read that shit. But with this is a book. And I believe that this came out in 1982 by the great Roald Dahl. Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
You know his work. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, depending on what you read or saw. And with this is expanded from another book called Danny the Champion. It was a short little reference in that book, and it was so popular it became its own book. And this deals with a world where giants are real. So real, they coming around and snatching kids up in the middle of the night.
Climbing in
your window. Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
These giants running around here.
They got giants raping people around here. But they got...
Might as well auto-tune it.
They might as well auto-tune this shit. But they got one giant out there. He's cool. He's cool. He ain't doing that shit. Because he's the big friendly giant. And he actually wants to help kids. At least the ones that see him, he can't let get away because you saw some shit you shouldn't have seen.
Yeah, man. I was like, what the hell?
You know too much. No, you saw some gotta kidnap you. I don't think you want to do that, man.
No, but I'm the good giant. I just take you away from your parents and your life.
This is pretty much a story about the world's biggest child abductor.
And the last time I did it, whoops.
But this is something where they're saying, okay, this is Spielberg. He's doing a family animated, yes, this counts, feature right here. And they're saying, are we going to get that old Spielberg magic back, the kind I remember when I was a kid from the 80s?
And this is his first Disney movie.
Is it his first Disney movie?
His first time.
Wasn't Bridget Sparks' Disney movie?
No, it was not. No, it was not.
Don't look at me. I ain't see no mouse in it.
Well, I meant like it was. Well, I mean, like with the Disney, like
With somebody
with the
can't look this
castle.
up because he's gonna be on my ass all night about this. You know, he gonna want this shit to be right. I'm telling you, it's
He
not.
can't focus and do his job.
Oh,
He's
shoot, I
still
can't,
back in that moment.
I messed it up. I messed it up. I'm
I
sorry.
believe it was Warner Brothers. Man, why you arguing with the black nerd? The black nerd.
Yeah. He's the authority.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Don't even
Warner
check the
Brothers.
internet. If Andre says it's true, it's
It
true.
is true then.
Check it.
Yeah, y'all check this shit and get back with us. Let us know.
right.
Yeah. and, I'm- Okay.
All right.
Okay, thank
Are we going to talk about this movie?
Thank you, Mark.
So the BFG.
This motherfucker just sidetracked this shit because he want to be right about this.
Stop talking about it.
But I
Y'all
want to be
kept
right.
going on.
This feels like my Q&A again.
You're like a turtle on a railroad track.
Look,
But it's the screenwriter from E.T.
yeah, who just recently died. What was her name? Do you remember?
Come on, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. That's why I put you on the spot.
It's your favorite movie.
Not anymore. Not anymore, man. I'm grown now. DreamWorks. There
Okay.
you go. All of us are wrong. But with this, one thing I think we can agree on here, and I'm speaking for these people right here before they say anything, I think we can agree on that Mark Rylance, who was in Bridget Spies, won Best Supporting Actor for that. A lot of people was like,
Rob Stallone.
Rob Stallone. As much as I
I
like
don't care
the guy,
what you say. He robbed Stallone.
he really did. He really did. And this right here, they said, you know what? If they had just waited, he might have got it for the
I know.
Big Friendly Giant. Because look, if nothing else, Mark Rylance is amazing in this movie right here. He is so good that he makes you forget about the incredible effect that they put on him. He is a special effect, but it's such a good performance. Because it really is kind of jarring at first. Like when you see him, especially on the big screen, you get shocked at first, but he's so nice that you immediately get won over. You're like, what the fuck? And when he gets on screen, with the girl in this movie, Ruby Barnhill, I believe is her name. They really do have great chemistry, and it's incredible because I don't know if she's talking to him or not, but the whole movie is really one big effect. And for them to get that kind of a performance out of that is not easy, especially with children, but they do it here.
Why did you bring me here? Why did you take me?
Well, I had to take you. Because the first thing you'd be doing, you'd be scuttling around and yodeling the news that you were actually seeing a giant. And then there would be a great rumple-dumpus, wouldn't there? And all the human beings would be rummaging and whiffling for the giant what you saw and getting wildly excited, and then they'd be locking me up in a cage to be looked at with all the squiggling, you know, hippo dumplings and crocodile dillies and jiggy rab.
They should put that to a trap.
Is he drunk?
That's what you think. When you first meet him, you're like, slipping himself? What's going on?
That's Grandpa talking again. Oh, boy. This is just it.
She met that old motherfucker at the bar.
The second you hear it the first time, you're like, oh, God, I'm in for this shit.
That's the beauty of his performance, that he is childlike. And Mark Rylance has just made a performance, I just made a career off of being that guy who just let's just say it. He act like he's just retarded. Just act like he's dumb in the head.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This man, because when he was in Bridge of Spies, you was wondering, did he fucking hit his head or something? Because he just kind of off.
And according to your boss, you're not a Soviet citizen either.
Well, the boss isn't always right, but he's always the boss.
Is he drunk?
Yeah, bro, you going to jail.
He's like, man, look, I'm working for you, man. If you ain't gonna try, let's just put you in jail right now.
This ain't your comedy hour.
Yo, you got jokes. Motherfucker, this is serious.
Look at his face. Look at that.
He's looking at him like, man, I'll knock the shit out you right now.
I stayed up all night working on this.
Stupid motherfucker. And look at him, he's just like, he don't give a fuck. He's like, ba-doom-doom. Shut your ass up. Ruby Barnhill, like I said, she is great in the movie, man. She is I don't know how old she is in the film. I think she's 9 or she's 10 years old. But the girl has such confidence when she's on screen, and they must have chose her for that. And they also chose her because, and I don't have any proof of this, but I'm pretty sure that they chose it because Roald Dahl's daughter, he wrote that book for her.
Right.
And she died of measles at the age of 7. So you can see it's a big similarity right there between the two girls. But she is amazing in the movie. She's amazing on screen. It's an amazing looking movie.
Well, especially the way they got him to look just like Quentin Blake's illustrations for the book.
Yeah, that is true. And, the illustrations are really simple. But they were able to catch that simplicity and apply it to the real world right here. And, but it's more than the characters. The reason why I say that this is an animated movie is because for about 90% of the film, I would say about 80% actually, this is all a CG world. That little girl is there to keep you grounded, because everything else is the backgrounds, the environment, the houses. It's the camera never stops moving. You get lost in the world right here. You get lost in it, the way they keep the camera moving, the way you don't get dizzy or anything. It's actually very magical, the way they make you feel like you are a part of this world. And that is because of John Williams' music in this.
Yes. That helps out a lot.
Yeah. John Williams can be a little heavy-handed these days, but his music, that shit took you back to why you like Spielberg's music, movies. If that soundtrack wasn't there, or that score wasn't to pull you in, I don't even know how effective the visuals would be. They still would be. But, and with this, I love that fairy that comes back that's playing that flute. You looking at this shit, it's almost like you just high. Because I was just sitting up to the whole time like, wow, man.
Nah, it was like, I had on my watch, and the part when he first snatches her and he's running, like my watch just started going off. I was like, what the hell? And it's like, your heart rate's going up. I was like, oh my God, this is magical.
Yeah, man. And it's cool because it's a really imaginative beginning, because in the beginning when you got the BFG being a fucking predator and shit, he's actually, they have him hide. He's huge, but he's hiding in the shadows. He's hiding from human beings. And it's cool the way they don't really give you a date with this movie. You don't know if it's the 80s, you don't know if it's the 90s, you don't know if it's present time. No one has a cell phone, but yet you see magazines and publications that make it seem like it's modern times.
They give you a reference. Like it's the 80s.
Is it? Oh, is it the 80s?
Yeah, because they mentioned Ronnie and Nancy Reagan.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's stupid. But, but the thing that I have to say about the film, for all my praise, man, Spielberg is loving the way this movie looks a little too much for me in my taste, because there are moments where the characters they kind of just stop with the movie and they just fucking around.
Yeah.
You know, they just running around doing goofy things. You have two children here. You got the giant and the little girl. And it really is like you watching two kids just forgetting the play they putting on and just running the fuck around when they see bright colors.
It's behind you on your elbow. No, not that elbow, the other one. Now it's on your foot. The other foot.
But damn, bitch, say right or left.
Like, you sit your ass down, both y'all.
I was surprised that's like what drew you out of it, because I thought that was one of the good things about it, because I kind of felt like it was a throwback to old Spielberg, like in E.T. when they're cross-dressing him and got him like in a dress and a hat and stuff. Like there was no point to do that, but it was just something jovial.
No, I got the point of that to show him bonding, and especially with our world, how you get that feeling like maybe he could integrate and things could work out.
Yeah.
Until you go like, no, they can't.
No. The reason why I felt that way is because I just felt like this was bits. Look, man, my sensitive animation, the way I feel about things, my animation experience. I just feel like animators sometimes just come in and just do funny bits of goofy stuff just because they can, just because it makes it, it's a cool animation or a cool scene. They love physical stuff, and I'm not just saying it didn't work for me.
That's fine.
Because I felt like the movie was too long. In that it could have been, it's 2 hours. I felt like it.
Yeah, I was surprised it was an hour and a half. And I looked at the running time. I was like, 2 hours, really? Okay.
Yeah, and see the problem with that is that this is, from what I've never read the book, so I can't really say what the book is like. But I was reading about the book, and they were saying that this is a dark story. Roald Dahl be fucking with kids.
Oh, yeah.
Roald Dahl be even saying, man, kids are more fucked up than adults. They can handle this right here.
Yeah, look at
the Charlie Factory.
Yeah.
The witches and Matilda. He's all about torturing kids.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, fucking their minds up. And with this, it's a dark story, and Spielberg kind of softened it. He made it more whimsical.
Kind of softened it? Okay. He duct taped that shit in marshmallows and Nerf.
Wow, man, that's perfectly put. Yeah, he took the edge off this shit completely. And when that happens, like if it turns into a sillier film, nothing wrong with that. But I think it loses kind of the power of its original storytelling. Excuse me, and also, the silliness really stands out because it takes so long to get to that part where the giant tries to integrate with the human world, where he's trying to tell the queen, like, hey, I still got these assholes who fuck with me all the time, and I'm cool, but they eat kids. We need to get the militia out there, the army, and everybody else. I know it sounds crazy, right?
Yeah.
And but when you get to that part where, from what I understand the book, where it was a scary part and there was some urgency, here it's all kind of played up for laughs, especially when the giant gets to meet the queen for the first time.
That's it. Hard to port. And slow ahead.
Steady.
God damn it!
Like, did I do that?
There's a chandelier right in front. Oh, listen, hey, stop right there.
What'd you say? Did I
do that?
Look at that girl, but she's like, oh shit.
Because she almost got crushed by it.
I know. She's like, I vouch for this motherfucker too. It's a little silly, and not to say that the Giants aren't scary, because they are. Jermaine Clements did a really good job.
Yeah.
What was that? His flesh
lump eater.
Yeah, man. That is a cool effect too. I will have to say that the other Giants, they don't like they put as much work into them.
No.
You know what I mean?
like he's from Pixar and they're from a video game.
Yeah, man. You know, like he's hanging out with some other boys and they just spend no time on them. I mean, they look unrendered and shit.
That's Tito, Jermaine, Randy.
Randall, yeah. But this is Michael Jackson right here. And they're scary until you see how they're childlike too. They're not monstrous. They're more like brats.
Who is you jabbling to, Runt? Why is you such a chatbag in the morning?
Why is you not sleeping today?
Because you keep me awake with your jabbling. I has a boo-boo.
Oh, possibly later.
Now, Runt!
Oh shit! All right.
Giant ass toddlers.
Yeah, exactly. Big giant ass baby, man. And, you know, kind of an asshole. Not too scared. I don't think there's anything the kids will. They dumb the characters down and make them goofy enough. I don't think the kids will be scared of them too much. But
Well, that's kind of weird because I remember it was a movie. They did a movie of this, like an animated one.
Yeah.
1989, man. I think it was a British production.
Yeah.
And that one was kind of scary. Even the designs, even the giant himself, who's the friendly giant. Nah, he looked fucked up, man.
No. Are your parents home?
Yeah, man.
You want candy? It's in my van.
Like you're the friendly one. What you doing tonight?
Hey.
Yeah, man. This is
put up the scariest part. Oh, everybody went away from the screen.
no. Yeah, this was made in 1989, and this was a close production to the darkness of what the book was. And you thought that part was scary right there. I was watching the part with the giants, where the soldiers are going to invade the island, and that shit is like watching a horror movie for adults, man. I was watching this today, and because it's an animation, it's even scarier.
Damn.
Man, I looked at that shit and I'm like, me at the rock man. Come on, man. Giant on my computer. Man, that shit was terrifying. That was terrifying. I can see why they wouldn't want to put that in live action, but
that's crazy that that's in a 1989 animated movie for kids.
For kids, yeah. It's, you know, and that was the time they did movies like Plague Dog.
Yeah.
You know, what was the rabbit movie?
Watership Down.
Watership Down.
Oh yeah.
It's just horrifying, man. But yeah, it's because it's softened a little bit because it's there's some scenes in there that are just playful, nothing really lending itself to the story. It seemed like it was just a tad bit boring to me. I think you guys are looking at me like you're full of shit.
Well, I'm curious because Korey, did you grow up reading this?
That's why I was gonna feel like maybe I don't have that reference point that you guys did, but I never read BFG or saw that.
But I haven't
cartoon.
either.
No, me either. Me either. I mean, I read about it on Wikipedia, and it sounded like this movie was accurate, like it had all the things from the book in it, and yet somehow missed like having that darkness or what it needs to make it interesting. I'm sorry. Yeah, to me, the B in this is for boring because I was bored as
boring.
shit.
BFG is boring fucking giant.
Yeah. Once I got past how beautiful the giant looked and how great a job Mark Rylance did. It was just kind of dull. This is one of those films where it's a family film, but it felt like it was really written for small kids. Because they get fanciful, they play around. Like every time there was danger, it was only sort of danger. They do a lot of fart jokes, which I know is in the book, but it's a point where it's like, all right, guys, it
was just two of
them. It was just two. One was like a lot of characters in one shit, and there are some dogs that are farting that made me laugh.
Yeah, because they're like, oh shit.
I didn't, but I knew it was in the book. That's why I let it go.
Yeah. I mean, I get that. It's just that I don't know. I mean, I was just there's a point where I was just wishing I was waiting for it to go off because I kept thinking like, well, maybe in the third act, it'll come to something. Like even when they come to the world and he meets the queen. Like I know in the book, like they in a world where everybody already knows about giants. Like I think the British government is already kind of like going like, what are we gonna do about this giant problem?
Really?
Yeah. So here, when he's like, hey, there's giants back there, and they're like, oh, well, you've been so sweet, we made you pancakes. maybe we should go do something about that. It just seemed kind of off. Like, all right, I guess, I don't know.
There's this Joseph Kony guy.
Yeah, I know what you mean by seeing off, because at first it seemed like they didn't set up a world where these giants exist. It seemed like almost like this girl would, like it might have ended with her having a dream, or she really imagined the whole
like
thing.
a Twilight Zone.
So when you
really
find
feel
out
like
that giants are part of this world, you're kind of like, well, it really didn't make sense the way they did that. But I don't know. It's just me.
Okay. I was actually really engaged by this movie. Like, I feel like it was visually stunning. I love the scene where they were out there frolicking and, you know, trying to catch the little firefly dream things or whatever. It was those parts when there wasn't any dialogue going on and that score just kicked in. And I was just the whole time in amazement when she got kidnapped in the beginning. This part right here where they're just quiet when she dove into the pool and it had that cool effect that I don't think I've seen in
where it's like an upside down world.
Yeah, like I've seen it done, but not as well as it was done there. And even the parts where at the beginning, I didn't think her and the giant had that great relationship, and it kind of built up because at the beginning it was like, Jesus Christ, he's grating, but after a while it kind of, you're like, all right, I get where this relationship is going, and it's actually showing it kind of organically. I dug that, but that third act is what kills me when he goes and meets the queen, and then he goes and, like all that stuff after. You're just like you guys are going so well, and you just lost it. Like, I felt the magic, I felt that wonderment, I felt, you know, just being engaged in this world. But when they came back to the real world, it just kind of lost that magic, which made it fun. Yeah. You know, that is the thing with the film, man. I think that it's just uneven for a lot of people. I tell you the reason why. Now, look, I'm gonna give it I want to do this. I want to hear your ratings first. You know, because I want to tell you why I'm giving it the rating that I am. You guys give your rating first.
Oh,
I mean, if you're ready, that is.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, I feel like I should give it higher, and I know on Rotten Tomatoes it's doing really well. It's like at 73%. And for people who grew up loving the story and want to see this, I think it'll be a good movie for you for that. I don't personally have that connection.
Yeah.
And to me, it doesn't work so well as a movie for all ages, just more a younger age. I don't know. It's a high rental for me.
Okay. I can see that too. I mean, it did drag. I can't deny that.
With me, man, I got that same wonderment I got with E.T. or with other Spielberg classic films where, in this scene right here that you're showing up, they had that Tintin moment where it was that long camera shot. And
Tintin. It kept reminding me of Tintin the whole time.
Yeah, I can see
like
that.
I really, like, they had that one scene where the dam blew up in Tintin. That was basically what they did here when everything was falling in, the Rube Goldberg thing. But like I said, that third act is what kind of made it draw back for me. I was engaged. I liked how it showed kids being scared, like in those old Spielberg movies. And that third act is what really drug it out. And it should not have been 2 hours. I think if it was an hour and a half, it would have been a very solid full price. But because of that third act, it brought it down to a matinee for me.
You know what? The reason why I hesitated to give it a rating, because you said a lot of things that I agree with you on in this, in that there's one particular thing in here. Now, the movie, it lacks in the part that I say is the heart of any movie that's trying to tell a story. The story. And I would normally be hard on this, but it's got so much going for it. That score is not just a John Williams score. That score is a classic score. That's going back to 80s and beyond that. The effects are good. We see a lot of effects poured on screen, but there's a ton of effects in this, and they're all used to great, well, no pun intended, to great effect. I mean, it's all working in unison right here. The biggest thing, though, is that I'm happy to see a family film that ain't fucking obnoxious, man. These giants ain't coming out and being like, what's up? You know, trying to sell all this shit. You know?
BFGZ.
You don't ever hear I'm the notorious BFG. You don't hear that shit.
He doesn't rap it all or anything?
Big up.
Yeah. There ain't no fucking pop song that they're trying to sell in this.
BFG, POPPA.
You know, they're not having any stars in here trying to sell this movie. They're not using voices just for the voices. I mean, everything is in the right place. And even the story, it's for little kids, it's fun. I think it's fine. For them to try to tell an old-fashioned family tale, they dumbed it down, but if you want to take small kids to it, I say kids 10 and under, this is perfect for them. I would, normally, this movie doesn't have to be that long. They know, and like I think, they're self-indulgent in a certain way. But Normally, with a movie like this, with stories lacking, I would probably give it a rental. But everything is working so much and so well that I'm gonna give it a matinee. I think it's good. I just saw that fucking Trolls trailer, man.
Oh,
You know, maybe if I didn't see that trailer.
Trolls.
Oh, you have.
Oh, snap!
Do I want to?
Is it trailer talk
do you want to?
Man, I'm gonna do it for Trailer Tuesday, but Troll Man, man, no, you want to
Is it based on the dolls?
Yeah, little troll dolls. You want?
Oh no,
man, you want to see the opposite of what the BFG is? Shit, it might make you want to change your opinion, Martin. Look at this shit.
This monster truck bag.
No.
My name is Branch, and I'm a troll. Why do I live in a heavily fortified survival bunker? Because right outside my door lurks a nightmare.
Is that Justin Timberlake?
Named
Yes.
Poppy.
A 5, 6, 7, 8. Everybody.
Poppy is the leader of the trolls, and it's not her fault she's so insanely happy. She's just never faced a real problem. Until now.
See, man, look at that shit. Now, farts don't look so bad in BFG now, does it?
Okay, all right. I give it a matinee.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wait, Mark.
You
wait.
win. You win.
Yeah, Mark, let me just close with this.
Oh.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, Mark. Look at, he look like I can't believe I said that shit. Yeah, ain't that bad now, right? Woo! Matinees all around.
You win.
Better than sex right there.
He looks like he's having Vietnam flashbacks.
He looks like he's addicted and he knows it. This is what I've come to. It's better than sucking dicks, is what I was doing before I got here.
Yeah, man, they showed that shit right before the BFG. So, hey, man. At least you ain't that shit.
That might have helped it then.
It helped it, man. It really helped it.
Now, is Justin Timberlake appropriating troll culture?
Yes, he's a
Black troll. I didn't even know they made those.
We're all one trolls, man. We're all one troll.
Somebody saw that trailer and said, man, fuck this shit. I'm out.
Wait, so by virtue of this and everything that's been coming out lately, there's got to be a Care Bear movie in the work.
Well, now that you said
Oh,
it, yeah.
man. I want that.
You just made it happen, Martin.
Yeah, that reboot's coming now.
Yeah, Mutant Ninja Turtles and this, it's only a matter of time.
It's only a matter of time.
That's it. You the bear.
They're making a movie out of emojis, man. Emojis, whatever.
movie,
Yep.
Oh,
No, they're legit making it. Sony's making an emoji movie.
Yeah.
They've been planning it for like 2 years.
Man, they got a Tetris movie coming out.
Yup.
Yeah, I know. Monopoly and blah, blah, blah.
Oh yeah, this it's gonna be. I thought it was 2 Tetris movies.
Yeah. Trilogy.
Oh, trilogy. Never mind.
Sonic's getting a movie. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold. Tetris is a trilogy?
Like the dude came out. The dude came out and said he was like, I know it sounds crazy. I know I'm not stupid, but we're trying to tell a story here. We need 3 movies to tell it. They're like, for Tetris though.
Yeah.
Like, there's no story to that game. Why would you need a story for the movie?
No, he's crazy.
Wasn't Pixels that movie?
Yeah, it was.
So take the Tetris part of Pixels and expand that to 2 hours.
2 hours. Oh no, it's meant for 3 movies.
Oh, 3 movies, yeah.
Can't do any worse than Adam Sandler did.
You sure can't.
Why did you take me?
Because I hears your lonely heart.